Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope I've had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that is happening right here, right now. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 77, NASDAQ off 24, S&P's off 12, gold contract up $5.10, trading at $1,619 an ounce. Silver down 12 cents at $28.82 an ounce. Platinum up 10 at $1,465. Oil down 88 cents at $82.44 a barrel. Bonds up 28 ticks, almost a point, at 149.03. The bond market right now, folks, is signaling, bottom line, my take is that it wants to go to 160. What you have right here, though, this rejection today, it wants to go right here, right now. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? That bond wants to move to 160. I think the move already started. Dollar index down 31 ticks at 82.13. Euro at 125.72. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, this is what you have, folks. S&Ps today, they wanted to basically get up to higher price. We went to 1327. You know what? Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the price. Couldn't handle the volume. Rejected higher price. Had lighter volume. What are we going to do now? You're going to go after that B point of an ABC structure on the way down. The B point is 1266. We're at 1312.05 right now. Dow Industrials, same setup in the Dow Industrials that we have with the Dow. Rejected higher price, had lighter volume, all of the above. Consolidation, that has been in there each and every time. You try to move higher, can't handle it. Dow got today to the 12,598, got over all the swing points of, I can bring you all the way back to actually the 22nd of May. Over every single one of those swing, well, actually, no, it didn't make 2 of the largest swing points. It made 8 of them, though, out of 10 of them. Got over it, closed under it, had lighter volume. Can't bust it up, going to bust it down. NASDAQ, same setup in the NASDAQ. What we have with the NASDAQ is this. And in fact, the same setup, folks, is right across the world. NASDAQ. NASDAQ got to a price point today of 28.53. Had 1.5 billion shares, couldn't handle it, couldn't handle the price. Now, what's going to get interesting about the NASDAQ is this. The NASDAQ right now we're 28.18. Well, the beginning of the B point is at 27.69. It's not that far away. The B point itself is 27.26. But bottom line, we are going to be running for that B point. I expect we're going to be running right now. And why? Well, let's go over to this bond market. What you have with the bond here, folks, is this. The bond itself, okay, has, shown so many different signs of strength. I'm talking about the 30-year now. I'll bring up the 10-year, too, and show you the 10-year. This is so clean, it's absolutely amazing, though. And this is what it is. We broke, well, it continued to break topside, but the last break topside was on May 30th. We break topside. We do it first day with 394,000 contracts. The next day, do 792 and 777. Okay, so what ends up happening? We get up to a price point of 152.19. Now watch how we back down. Remember, you're up on 700, almost 800,000 contracts. We back down first day with 583. Well, then what do? 2 days ago, you did 410. Yesterday, we did 430. Now watch what it did today. The way this set up today was just so beautiful. This little baby got down to 147.19. And you talk about see ya, don't want to be ya. Holy cow. This thing just took off, folks, okay? 7:30 this morning, it didn't like the company it was in, and it says I'm going higher. Each thrust higher, volume expanded, even intraday. I can show you intraday. We were taking a B point out of 148.22. Bingo. You talk about contracts coming in just in one 10-minute bar. you had 15,000 contracts come in. Okay? Just absolutely amazing. Now, the way this is set up, when I said that it just, I particularly like a setup like this, and this is why. We end up doing 488,000 contracts. You close at the high of the day. All of this has to do, folks, tomorrow morning, is get like 23 ticks higher. And let me tell you something, you'll see a rocket ship. The reason being is that this never broke its uptrend number one. But what you have, which is more important, is that once you get over this 149.24, get out of the way, man. I'm telling you, you know. So, what's the correlation with it? Well, you know what, folks? You got to go over to Europe. The correlation with it goes like this. First, we go to the UK. UK today, flat market, okay? When we take a look at the UK, maybe a flat market, but this is what you have. We have volume down at the lows, 1.4 billion, and today we did 800 million up at the highs. That's saying to me, you're going to come right back down to the lows. The DAX. Now, the DAX has led on the way up. The DAX has led on the way down. DAX also just closed flat, but what you have is the same type of situation. We have high volume lows. The DAX turned around today and did nothing. Did 131 million when we come down with 206 million. That's telling me, bottom line, it's not going to be able to hold the deal. Now, let's go to the euro. What do we have inside the euro? The euro, folks, okay, goes up 70 ticks today. Oh, really? They're broke and people are going to go into the euro? Wrong. That's central banks trying to hold on for dear life. And you can't blame them. They're trying to hold on for dear life. There's no two ways about that. They're going to have to hold on for dear life because the euro wants to go to 119 on a shorter term basis. On a longer term basis, it wants to go to par. And not even on a longer term basis, you know, there's going to be a few European countries that are not in the euro. And the thing that's amazing is that would be the smartest thing that a couple of them can do. That's what it comes down to. And the reason I'm saying that, folks, is that you hear the banking structure says, oh, that'd be the worst thing in the world. That'd be the worst thing in the world for the banking structure, not for the people. Anyway, now let's go to the dollar. And here's the setup. So the correlation, you get the bond, we got the European markets, now we'll go to the dollar. What do we have with the dollar? Well, you know what, folks? The dollar index, we're at 82.14. At 83.67, we have a high volume high. The leg that we've just finished and built some cars for the last 2 weeks, we went from 78 to 83. Well, what ends up happening? We pull back. You know, 2 days ago, it down to 81. Bottom line, you can just add another $6 onto the 81.73. What are you coming out with? We're coming out with approximately 89 again. What the dollar index also did is say, see ya, don't want to be ya, didn't want to hang with the crowd at the lower price, starts moving higher, and what you have here, folks, that is also, this only needs a few more ticks. This needs to just jump out at about 50 more ticks. 50 more ticks, and the dollar index will also start jamming that at the highs once again. Now, let's go to our own market. So it doesn't matter what one we want to take. If we take the SPY first, what you have with the SPY is this. The SPY's at 132.08. We came down from 142. Monster leg on the way down. We've been here right now about 3 weeks, 15 trading days. We have a high volume low sitting out there on June 3rd, 1st and 4th. A weekly high volume low also. We try to bust higher with 184 million versus going downtown with 319 million and 253. Today, you went to a higher high. Well, then swing points, couldn't hold it, you back down. That's saying you're going to go after the B point. You go after the B point with all the other correlations coming in, and this will be the deal here will be, will the volume expand? If the volume doesn't expand, it'll stop right at the swing point. Volume expands, you get 156-point ABC down and an S&P and get out of the way. This is Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.